pretty intense book with so many standout scenes. Was there anyone in particular that you were really looking forward to tackling and to shooting?
Yeah, I was really looking forward to shooting the interview scene the first time they meet, because it was so important, and I think it's always great whenever you're watching a story or watching a film and you know that it's about these two characters. Just the first time they meet, so much hinges on that, you know, and especially in this story.
There one scene that maybe was a little more tricky that you weren't that excited
No,
about?
honestly, like the running. Honestly, like I know it's just like bits and pieces, but you know, we spent like a day sort of me running around like really wet and cold Vancouver, and I just wasn't fit. The only exercise I've been doing was like gym-based stuff to try to be in good shape for the times when I'm not wearing many clothes.
Did you have any extra pressure to look good? I mean, did you feel that at all?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I mean, I was only cast 4 weeks
Yeah.
before we started filming, so I mean, I probably would have liked more time to get in better shape than I had, but we did the best we could in the time, and I felt a little bit of pressure. I wasn't in terrible shape going into it anyway. I like to keep myself in relatively good shape anyway, although I can be very lazy about that. But I also didn't feel that he needed to be some kind of like monster or some beast. I don't think he needed to look like Thor or something, you know. And I don't think I could have achieved that even if I wanted to. But I feel that, like, you know, he's definitely someone who cares about their image and looks after himself, and that's a part of the story and everything. But luckily, you know, he wasn't described as some kind of like monster.
Your daughter was born a few days before you went into filming this.
3 days before.
I mean, talk about having such a big momentous occasion happen at the same time that you get this huge break.
Yeah, it was insane.
What went through your mind? How?
I don't know. I mean, in a way, it's a bit of a blur. I think anyone who's had kids will tell you that it's a bit of a blur in those early weeks, and suddenly, where you used to just be the two of you, suddenly you have this whole other being who you're totally responsible for keeping, you know, healthy and alive, and they're on different sleeping patterns too, and everything. It's mad. Like, it's a mad time.
The music and the soundtrack is so incredible.
It's great, right? It's really
really
great.
love it. Is
Yeah.
there a particular favourite song you have on it? Scene, music?
I like them all. You know, I like Ellie Goulding track and Beyonce, obviously, and you know, Boy Epic and The Weeknd. I mean, all these amazing people provided music for it, which is like really cool. You know, so I like it all, and I think it all works really well. And then obviously the score by Danny Elfman. I'm a huge Danny Elfman fan anyway, so that was amazing too.
And I know there was music played on set that
Yeah.
Sam, the director,
Yeah,
made sure you had. Did that help you? How so?
I think just in like we sometimes did it during takes where it wasn't there didn't need to be appropriate sound, so that was cool. It definitely helps. But also Sam would often play music just in the morning or over lunch or whatever if we were all still on set, and just play it and just to set a tone and to wake everyone up or to cheer everybody up, or which is a cool thing, you know. She's got good taste, so she never had too many complaints from me.
Christian Grey obviously has impeccable style. You know, he can pick anything he wants in terms of what to wear, and his tie becomes the signature item.
Yeah.
Did you pick up anything off of his style that you started to incorporate, or anything you really liked?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's stylish to the point that he's got a very expensive sort of style, and he's into a certain type of look and a certain type of suit, and it's very sort of business-like, and it's very slick and stuff, and I'm not like that, so I sort of purposely didn't really choose to pick up too much of that. Like, I like to be smart occasionally when it feels right, but I'm way more comfortable in sort of jeans and a t-shirt. So
the items in the red room, I mean, those quite an extensive collection in there. What was it like walking into that room for the first time?
Yeah, I was amazed by it because I actually just found it so beautiful, you know. I really did. I think it was done so eloquently and elegantly as well, and like just like the quality, the standard of the stuff that David Wasco, who's our production designer, the attention to detail and the quality of everything, it sort of blew me away. And I purposely asked if, you know, I tried to spend a bit of time in there before, you know, when Dakota sees it in the film for the first time. That is actually the first time that Dakota saw it, which I thought was a good idea. I just get a proper genuine reaction to the room.
there's been a lot made about the sex part, and I mean that's what threw the book into such a spotlight with all the headlines about it. But at the heart of it, what seems to be the most appealing to the fans is the love story between the two.
Yeah.
Is that what you think is the most reason for the success?
Yeah, totally. I mean, I've said this a couple of times today to different people that like. There's 3 quite long books, right? A trilogy of books that have sold hundreds of millions, and you can't. They wouldn't, if they were based purely on S&M, they wouldn't be a success. There has to be something that you can hook your hat on, that you can grab out of it, other than just the sex, and that is this love story and these 2 characters, you know, at the center of it all. And I think that's what's really sort of binded people.